Nene, you.
You too, bitch.
You. I don't need your
You
comments.
want to set it
know
straight?
what? I don't need your Get your finger out of my face.
You better watch
Get your
yourself. You
finger
better
out of my
watch
face.
yourself, trash.
What's up, everybody? I just wanted to come on here and just give a quick couple comments on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 11 premiere that I just watched. First of all, so happy that Bravo puts that on YouTube. Advertisements aside, it's like so easy to find it, and I love that so much, and is actually like super smart when it comes to engagement and just getting your content out there. So bravo, bravo. But 2 thumbs down, bravo, for once again fulfilling my prediction that I had when I made my original video on the trailer, that they're really going to push this whole racial narrative and storyline and milk it to its fullest extent. We milk and we milk. First of all, the episode was like okay. Some of the outfits were like okay. Oh, I don't know. What brought me a lot of joy was Kathy Hilton. I haven't really experienced much of Kathy Hilton. I know she's kind of like lay low, and I know she kind of lays low and doesn't really do the social media thing, which I kind of liked, but I found her fucking hilarious. Like, she's obviously like so above all of these people. I mean, she's Kathy Hilton, for God's sakes. And just so funny, like so like kind of like in her own world, but gets it at the same time and isn't afraid of anyone. Like, there was this one part, Garcelle, who we'll talk about in a second, hate her so much. She like comes in with like her mask on, and Kathy approaches her thinking she's her sister Kyle, and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were Kyle." Even though Garcelle's like a black woman, I don't know, it was just like so fucking funny. And other little things like she says, like she gets it, like she really gets it, and is a beautiful breath of fresh air on the show. Love that so much. 2 of the things that I hate so much. Number 1, Christina Minkoff, whoever the fuck that is. What an unpleasant, boring human being. I don't know how she got on the show. Again, I think it's a sort of like racial thing. Okay, West Coast, we should probably have like an Asian in there. I don't really know. Of course, she has like a Jewish husband, but yeah, we'll put the Asian in there, and maybe that'll give some flavor because she's like Chinese, and she had her kid at exactly 8 because 8 is a very powerful Chinese number. So boring. I can't wait to see her and Sutton go at it. Of course, they pinned this southern blonde, sweet Miss Sutton on to Christina Minkoff. It's just, you can tell they're going to go at it, and I can't wait for that, and I hope Sutton tears her apart. But we know the way culture is right now that they probably will do anything possible to keep that from happening. Christina Minkoff, 2 thumbs down, and what a really nasty person. That's the thing. Everyone else on the show, except for her and Garcelle, seem so pleasant, so friendly, like so welcoming, like, hey, how are you? Like, we're all together again. Isn't this so much fun? And it's only like Garcelle and Christina Minkoff that like have their noses in the air, and they're like, oh, don't look at me. Oh, how could you? You know, like, as if their life is so unpleasant. Garcelle, again, 2 thumbs way down. First of all, so boring. Just as boring as Christina Minkoff. Like, good God. I couldn't imagine being like an immigrant. I think she's from Haiti, right? She's like an immigrant from like somewhere in the fucking Caribbean. I don't know. She goes like to New York. It's like this high fashion modeling career, makes a ton of money, has a very privileged lifestyle. But of course, she's oppressed. You know, she's black. Okay, so therefore, like, her life is so hard. You just don't understand how all the struggles she goes through because her life is so much more difficult than everybody else's. You can tell Christina pulls the whole Asian card too, and it's just like so frustrating because, you know, these are the producers sort of like pushing it in that direction. And like Garcelle, what can we say about Garcelle? I think she's like pretty, you know, like I think I understand why she was a model. Again, I don't really get though, like I guess a couple checks must have cashed because she seems to have moved and like upgraded to some extent. She also seems to have taken what I would guess it was like Dorit's stylist from the previous season and somehow like usurped her, because you can tell that she definitely has a stylist showing her what to wear because she has no idea how to dress herself after all those years in the fashion magazines, allegedly. So yeah, I thought that was kind of boring. Some of the outfits were fine that Garcelle wore, but again, they're not really her, and you're like, you can tell that they're trying to like force like a personality on her, and it's like, what are we doing? Oh, I just remembered. Kathy Hilton calls Dorit Dorit. So good. But anyways, like in the preview for like the next episode, again going into like the racial stuff, and Garcelle goes up to Kyle Richards. It looks like they're having like lunch somewhere, and she's like, "Would you have called me out if I was white?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, just like the downfall of good television, you know, and Kyle, who's like married to like a straight up Israeli. I'm pretty sure Kyle's Jewish, maybe not like ethnically, but she's like very Jewish. So she's not like considered white, but like Garcelle is like married to a Jewish guy, I'm pretty sure, because all her kids have fucking froze. But like, I just like, I don't know. We best pray for Sutton, y'all. I pray for Sutton. I feel like she's not going to make it out of here live. Dorit, I feel like, is European enough to like let it skate by, and Erica, well, we all know what's happening to Miss Erica Jane, but yeah, it's not even like one of my favorite characters, but at least in this one of my favorite people on the show, but at least in this episode, she seemed like really like fun, down to earth, was like, let's have a good time, I missed you all. So I don't know, I'm excited to see what happened. But yeah, Garcelle and Christina or Crystal, whatever the fuck her name is, I don't even know, because they were so boring. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a weekly recap, because I do enjoy the show. Beverly Hills is my favorite one of all of them. I think it, especially in the beginning seasons, like you really see the transition of not only like beauty and like culture and like how women put themselves together, but how like social media then came in, and just like Hollywood at least has like old school glamour that they can, you know, work off of, both in how they present themselves and just like the content itself. Like Kathy Hilton, hello, you don't really get that in like Atlanta or Dallas or any of these other ones. So anyways, let me know what you thought of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 11 premiere. I liked it, but again, I thought it was because of this racial stuff. So we'll see how fast they can tank a season. But yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Love you so much. Bye.
That was totally Kyle.
It's a Mr. Theron production.